Alright, ladies and genitals. Time for a little progress update. I know you're all ecstatic to see it. Uh, Quite a bit of different things happening to the car here. Um, I got the Ultra Bell. I got some advice from Alan Holloway and Ben Davis on how to get that dude on myself. Worked out pretty good. There it is. Fantastic little Ultra Bell there. And my hack job cutting method. It's pretty swell. And there's Dusty Bradford's wonderful little converter. Hopefully that bell housing will protect it. I posted an idle video of this thing. It's the new engine. Had a balancer explode. It was the exact same one that is on it now, right there. So hopefully we don't have a second round of that. The dude at Trick Flow said that was the first time that ever happened with one of those. So lucky me. Next on the chopping block, after that transmission's back in there, we got this pile of garbage here going in there. 35 splines and 355 gears. That's for the quarter. Supposed to top out at like 150 something with those drag radials on there. So that should be fun. I got the motor turned way down right now. It's on right about 8 pounds, 7.7 I think. It's basically 8. And it's a tire frying monkey, man. It's a way more responsive than it was before. The old motor had way too much top ring gap, had a horrible converter, and just the regulator and the transmission was stuck. There was a lot wrong, so it's kind of crazy to think about what it might do this time. Probably blow up, if I've got to be honest. But 93 pump gas, no methanol injection. It made 466 to the tire on 13 pounds, and on 16 pounds it ran a 679 at 104.98 with that old motor. So kind of looking forward to what this one will do. Top ring gap on the old motor was 70 thou. So I don't even understand how it was running. It had between 105 and 110 pounds of cranking compression on it. So I kind of figured it might have a broke ring or something, but all of them look good, which is kind of crazy. But the ring gap was nuts, and it had a ridge you could hide the family under in that cylinder. It was horrible. But Ryan ended up buying that hoopty from me because it ended up being a 4.8. It wasn't even a 5.3. So he bought it. I don't really have any use for any 4.8 stuff. I mean, I don't have any intentions of getting another one. But it was a Gen 4 motor somehow in 03. It was normally in 03 you get what's called a Gen 3.5, which is a Gen 4 rod on a Gen 3 pressed piston system. And that was not. It was the full floating wrist pin and everything, which I kind of didn't expect, which is one of the reasons I didn't take it to the track again, because I was scared it might spit a rod out. But I'm really kind of glad I didn't, because the inside of that motor, I think I put pictures up, it was freaking terrible. It was actually worse than I thought. I had a full, topped over handful of just junk out of the oil pan. And it was so bad that it picked some of that up and clogged an oil filter and started making top end noises. It was rough. But a motor with absolutely no hope makes 466 horsepower to the rear tire, so that's probably close to 600 at the flywheel. Through a glide with a converter with a crap load of slip. So pretty decent. And this is with a $800 Varen Sing special right there, that billet 80 millimeter. It is a S480 clone. So far I'm pretty impressed with it. It makes a lot of noise, which is cool. And the Mega Squirt is working great. Really impressed with the gold box, all the features and stuff it comes with. Traction control and all that crap's pretty cool. But it's looking like drag week's gonna happen for sure. I got hotels booked. I've got the registrations already done. I've got a whole pamphlet full of paperwork and stuff to take up there. The car will pass tech once I get the axles and stuff in it, and that transmission with that bell housing. So it's happening. It's going to be a long drive, and there's going to be a whole lot of testing to do in the next 80 something days. So it's going to be rough, and no trailer. I was going to take a trailer before. That ain't happening this time. Busta. The slicks fit, and there's plenty of room for everything else. There's a lot of room left in the trunk, and pretty hopeful with that new drive shaft and everything. It has no vibration at any point. It rides really smooth, and I really couldn't be happier with that drive shaft. The other one vibrated and I didn't like it. It was spooky when you were crossing out in the 8th mile. But that drive shaft, some axles and a spool, C-clip eliminators and that sort of thing, and it should be rocking. Got to get a firewall built. Anthony said that he was going to come up at some point and build that thing, and then get it licensed down at Gillum. I'll post when I go. That way if anyone really wants to go, they can, I guess. And then it's driving and making sure I don't blow it up. I'm going to get a meth kit to keep things safe, keep it cool, and a front end alignment, and then do some driving. I'll put times and stuff when I plan on driving somewhere, like if we go to a restaurant or something like that. I'll put up times for the people that care, and we'll go eat or something and get this thing going. I appreciate all the support and everything. There's a lot of people that keep up with the car. There's like 300 and something people that keep up with it. So anyway, I really appreciate it, guys, and hopefully we can make this thing happen.